Hello, everybody, and welcome to World University Orienteering Championships 2022 and the very first competition day of 5 days of racing here in Switzerland. Today, we are situated in beautiful Biel, as you can see, and today we have the sprint, individual sprint here in Biel. 55,000 inhabitants approximately, and 40 kilometers northwest of Bern, the capital of Switzerland. So here we have it, Biel, and the first competition day of this World University Orienteering Championships 2022. We'll continue tomorrow with a long distance, and Friday with the sprint relay, Saturday middle and Sunday relay. And today we have the sprint here in Biel. And the course for the women, we will follow the women, is 2,900 meters long. It's very, very flat, as you can see. The climb is only 20 meters and 18 controls and an estimated winning time of 12 minutes. And it's sunny and the conditions is really, really good for the sprint today. And Ralph Street, the sprint individual in Biel. What are your thoughts right now, just before the competition, Ralph?
Good morning, or good afternoon, sorry. Yeah, I'm really excited to be looking forward to this sprint race. I think it's going to be exciting, fast, definitely, but we're on for some really good racing.
And it's very flat, and Switzerland and sprint, you have some experience from running sprint races in Switzerland. What is the most specific with the sprint in Switzerland, would you say?
Ooh, great question. Yeah, I think you've always got to be careful in these old towns. I think it can be quite easy to miss alleyways or miss streets. So I think the runners have got to really focus on that.
And in total, we have 85 runners in the start field today in the class for the women, 2.9 kilometers long, as I said. And 20 meters climb only, and it's very, very flat. And let's take a look on the course today for the women here in Biel. Sunny conditions, really good conditions for the sprint today. So let's take a look on the map and the course waiting for the women today. And here we have it. And Ralph, take us through this course for the women. Here we have the starting point.
Yes, so a nice short first leg and then a 50-50 into the second leg before this big first route choice leg. As we see, we can divide it into two parts. We've got this first part to the road. So the road out of bounds, got to go to these marked crossing points, and then a second section to the control. Not so much difference, but that green one in the middle, 460 meters. So that will save them some seconds if the runners can find that. Then after that,
into the
city
park, and very flat area and very fast here also, Ralph.
Yeah, so just got to keep the focus and then see if they can get time again to have a look at this next long leg. A road crossing.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah, and again, that middle option is the best. So that will save them some seconds again, if they can find that. Then we go
some shorter legs, as we can see, and also some water hazards, some channels also here in Biel, which is nice to see, I must say.
Yeah, let's hope none of the runners choose to go swimming this day. And then we come into the just coming up to the arena passage where we've got our next TV control. Quite a good route choice, actually, that one to the arena.
And into the old town here in Biel.
Yes, and I think these are going to be some really decisive route choice legs, actually. So we could see quite a bit of changes in the results list between the arena passage and the finish.
No, it's not that long, this last loop, but it's quite demanding. So it can be changes, as you said, Ralph. So there you have the course, 2.9 kilometers long and 12 minutes running only, Ralph.
Yeah, much shorter than maybe the runners would expect, but But I still think they've got to pace themselves. You can't go out too fast, otherwise you'll really have trouble at the end.
And let's take a look at the start list from some numbers here who will wear the GPS vest also during the competition. Florence Anoë, quite experienced also in the World Orienteering Championships. A youngster from Sweden, Alva Sonesson. And Norway and Denmark, as you can see there, 43 and 46, Janne Kjørholm Aasheim and Lotte Jahojärvi Markusen, who lives in Denmark in Aarhus. Ida Happala, a former junior world champion long distance to 2019 in Denmark, team number 48. And what about the British runners today? Cecilia Anderson with team number 50 today.
Yeah, I think she's probably Britain's biggest hope. She's been running the World Games this year and been sort of on the edge of the World Champs team this year, and ran the World Champs in Czech last year. So excited to see what she can do today.
And the biggest favorite you saw there also, maybe the biggest favorite, bib number 63, Elena Gampeller from Switzerland. Strong Swedish, 69, Tilda Östberg. Fiona Bunn, also very successful in Denmark in JVOC 2019. We remember that, bib number 73. Siri Sutter, strong Swiss runner. And Cécile Collandry, also very experienced. The youngster from France, also running in the World Champs, 19th in the individual sprint in Biel in Denmark in the end of June. Cécile Collandry from France. And the last side of the start list you have here with Sofia Sarkozy, 82 from Hungary, and the last starter today, Inka Nurminen from Finland, 10th in the individual sprint in Biel in Denmark. So Ralph, we have a lot of very strong runners in the start list today.
Yeah, and quite a mix of experience as well. Like you said, we've got these World Champs runners, we've got some JWOC runners, and we've got runners from sort of the very strong nations who haven't run any internationals before. So it's going to be really exciting to see how they match up against each other. Probably, as you mentioned, Elena Gampeller, the biggest favourite today, but very strong Swedish team, some very good Finnish runners, and some good French runners as well.
And now we're catching up with Alexandra Kiura from Poland with the running cam. And this is in the beginning of the course today for the Polish Alexandra Kiura. Starting time was 14:38. She has been out for 2.5 minutes only. So this is in the very beginning of the course. This is a longer leg, actually. To the third control, Ralph.
Yeah, it must be. So you see quite a lot of street furniture out there. So there's some roadworks, cars, bits of things. So it's you definitely can't switch off on these roads. You've got to pay attention.
And there was the control. You saw the very fast punch from Alexandra Kiura. So we will follow Alexandra Kiura for some more. And here, heading into the park, very flat, and there's control. And the next one is the first split, the fifth control on the course. And right now, Ragnhild Eide from Norway and Pippa Karkas from Great Britain, fastest so far, 3:55 for both of them. And here is now Alexandra Kiura from Poland. And this is a quite good start from Alexandra Kiura. I believe we will have a new best time here, actually. So let's see now. 3:55, the time to beat for Alexandra Kiura from Poland.
Yeah, she's running. She looks like she's in perfect control and running strongly. So yeah, not surprising to see a new best time.
No, we have to see where the clock is stopped. I think it was that control. And then I believe we had a new best time there from Alexandra Kiura. We'll come back to that, promise you. But first of all, we take some analysis also to see some of the interesting legs on this course today for the women in the World University Orienteering Championships in Biel in Switzerland.
So here we see country number 6 of the women's race, and then follows actually the second long route choice.
So here, Ralph, we can see now from the 6th to 7th control, we saw Alexandra Kiura punch that 6th control, and she is running this road shows. We saw that.
Yeah, so we think this is the best choice or the shortest choice, provided she goes through the middle
and then
after the road crossing.
Of running. Here you have
so turning left here, as you can see, running along this street.
We will follow now this most eastern.
We are going to see this right-hand route choice though, so following the street, crossing later on before coming into the control from the backside.
The next controls here, while of course.
And this road choice, Ralph, is pretty simple and it's really high speed.
In today's race.
Yeah, so I don't actually think we're going to see much of a difference. It might maybe be more decisive going on to the next leg, whether they choose to run through the control or turn around.
So we're back at this control number 6. Now we follow the options on the west side, leaving the park here on the left. And as you can see here, it's...
And now the left road choice, the blue line you can see on the map.
Either go straight and then you have different options.
So you see again a lot of stuff in the streets.
Into this street, and then you get to this quite narrow path here. There are some constructions going on.
So this is a little more tricky, this road choice, Ralph, compared with the red one, the right one.
Straight.
Yeah, a little bit more navigation, as you said, but a little bit shorter. So if you're feeling confident that you can do the navigation well, then you're gonna gain some time.
Western route choice, but this one here basically going through.
And this road choice, the blue one, you can see it's the shortest, 365 meters. Compared with the red one, it was 377. So it's not that big difference actually.
No, I don't think we're going to see so many decisive route choices today. It's going to be about the execution and about the physical speed that the runner got.
So back on track again, back to the competition. And at the same time, we have a new best time to the first TV split at the fifth control. Deborah Stadler from Switzerland, strong Swiss. And this is Ragnhild Eide, I believe. Third starter, yes indeed. This is Ragnhild passing through the arena.
On the way to the finish,
But Deborah Stadler 3:22 to the first TV split. Clearly the fastest so far from Deborah Stadler from Switzerland. So it's a great start there from her. It was the finish from Ragnhild Eide. It was the finish, actually, for Ragnhild into the finish, 13.5 minutes. We will have 13:27, the finish time for Ragnhild Eide. At the same time, we have to mention it, the men are racing at the same time, but we will follow the women's race in this broadcast today. So Ragnhild Eide in a current leading position, 13:27. Pippa Kerkes from Great Britain, 30 seconds behind, 13:57. So 13:27 for Ragnhild Eide. Ralph, maybe we will see 12 minutes running today. Here is Deborah Stadler from Switzerland, and that was good. That was good. Deborah Stadler already there into the finish, and the time 12:20, something like that. That's a really good time. I have to wait for the... Yes, indeed. She's very, very satisfied, Deborah Stadler, and I'm waiting for it in my computer, the finish time, but 12:20 approximately on my clock. And that's a good race, Ralph, from Deborah. 12:16, actually. 12:16.
Yeah, that's... she's run really well, we think, especially if the course setters are accurate with that 12-minute winning time. 12:16 is really good. Looks like she's taken time off Ragnhild Eide during the whole race, so probably no mistakes. So that's going to be a really tough time to beat.
Yeah, definitely. She will sit in that leading chair for a while, I believe. With bin number 16 today, here's Ragnhild Eide, but in lead right now, Deborah Stadler from Switzerland, 12:16. With bin number 16 today, we have the junior world champion a month ago in Portugal, Elisa Mattila from Finland. She has been out for 2.5 minutes, so very soon we will have the first split from Elisa Mattila, the junior from Finland. And she's a junior world champion in sprint, so this course and this city in Biel should suit her quite good, or what do you think, Ralph?
It's going to be a bit different to the jaywalk race in Portugal, so we'll see is the answer. But obviously a warm day in Portugal, so she can obviously run well in the heat.
This is Frida Vigstrom from Sweden, started 1 minute behind Elena Gampella. And now we are in the back of Frida Vigstrom from Sundsvall in Sweden on her way to the first TV split. On her way to the third control, this longer leg between the second and third.
And she's got in and got the control. I was worried for a second with her being on the wrong side of that roadworks, but no, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, definitely. But you have to handle these construction works all over the place, it looks like.
Yeah, so that might be something that just creates that little bit of uncertainty in their minds, and how you can overcome that could be decisive if there's not going to be if it's going to be very close.
3 minutes running right now for Frida Vigstrom, Sweden, 3:22 for Deborah Stadler. So this is a quite good and fast start also from Frida Vigstrom, Sweden.
Yeah, well, she's got very good running capacity. So this simple start is obviously playing to her strengths. And now let's see if she can get this next decisive route choice correct.
She will be some seconds behind Deborah Stadler. We compare with Deborah Stadler to 3:22, and she's running the left route choice. We can see there 3:30 on my clock. Let's see the official time. Elena Gampella 3:40. So she's 18 seconds behind Deborah Stadler. And Frida Vigstrom 3:27. 3:27, only 5 seconds behind Stadler. So that's a good start from Frida Vigstrom, Sweden. And this is Agnes Kracht from Denmark heading into the finish, and right below 13 minutes for Agnes Kracht. So that should be a new second or third best time. Right now, Eliska Ziglova from the Czech Republic in second place, 12:58, but 42 seconds behind Deborah Stadler. Yep, Agnes Kracht into second position right now, 12:54, 38 seconds behind Deborah Stadler, the current leader all over the course, I can tell you. And that was the finish from Julia Dobson from US. Waiting in a while also to the first TV split for Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro. Very good Spaniard, 17th in the World Orienteering Championships in Bielle in Denmark in the end of June. But still, Deborah Stadler, that's the time to beat, definitely. 12:16 the finish time for Deborah Stadler. So back to the city park. And next one to pass, Ines Bozo Prada from Spain. Started 1 minute behind Frida Vigstrom, so she is late. She will be more than 1 minute behind Deborah Stadler to this first TV split for the Spaniard. Also choosing the left road choice. And there is a good speed, really good speed here along the straight. Svetlana Kobets from Ukraine. We are following now, and the running time right now for Svetlana is very soon 3 minutes running. So that means she's a little bit late compared with Deborah Stadler 3:22 and Frida Vigstrom in second spot there 3:27. 5 seconds only behind, so it's a good start for both of them. But this is Svetlana Kobets from the Ukraine. This city park here. Svetlana Kobets from the Ukraine. This is the fourth control, and the split at the next control, the fifth one, and the start of the long leg also. So let's see now the road choice from Svetlana Kobets. But she is a little bit late, 3:40, something like that, so approximately 20 seconds behind. She's taking a stop here. Oh, she's hesitating a lot there, Ralph.
Yeah, that's not good. So obviously you saw in the park her running really quickly, but not taking enough time to look ahead and see what was coming up. So yeah, losing time there.
And that's very important when it comes to this kind of the course. Also, the high speed, really, you need to be prepared for the long legs and the road choices.
Yeah, and especially when there's so little difference, we think, between these long legs that you've got to pick one. Otherwise, you waste too much time.
And that was Elisa Mattila. Here she is, passing through the arena. TV split number 2 for Elisa Mattila, and now she was only, let's see here. No, we're waiting for that one. 11 seconds behind. 11 seconds behind Deborah Stadler for Elisa Mattila. So she's running pretty good right now, Elisa. She was 18 seconds behind at the first TV split.
Yeah, a lot can change on this last loop as well. So we could be potentially seeing a new best time.
To pre-warning, he was 17 seconds behind.
Waiting soon then for Frida Vigstrom, Sweden, started 1 minute behind. And here is Frida. Here is Frida. And 6 seconds behind. Oh, she's doing a small mistake. And she needs to punch that one, or?
Yeah, she needs to go back.
Ah, she didn't punch that one. She didn't punch it. And I think they have to punch that control twice. Both at the arena passage and as the last control.
Yeah, so if she doesn't work it out, she will unfortunately be disqualified, it looks like.
Oh, that's a pity. That's a pity, of course. But it's very, very small on the map, also very narrow between the control rings and the finish and everything. So it's not easy to see, but you need to be very, very... And this is Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro from Spain. Very interesting with the Spaniard. 2 minutes running right now.
Yeah, we think she's pretty good. So another one who will be looking to challenge the top of the results list on this left route choice again, which seems the most popular.
Oh, definitely. And 17th in the World Champs in Denmark in the individual sprint. That's a really good result from Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro. And that's the punch, the second control. And now on her way, heading into the park very soon. And some meters on the lawn.
And you see she's definitely having a proper look at the map, so I expect her to be much more prepared for this long route choice than we saw for our Ukrainian runner Kobets.
And this is a pretty good start from Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro. 2:55, not even 3 minutes running yet for Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro. 3:22, the best time, Deborah Stadler, also the current leader in the finish with 12:16. Agnes Kracht in second, Eliska Siglova, Czech Republic in third right now in the finish. But let's see now, and Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro, and as you can see, we will have a new best time here, I believe. Pretty similar with Deborah Stadler, but maybe, 2 seconds faster. 2 seconds faster, 3:20. That's a great start from Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro. And she is running left, Ralph.
Yeah, very good start. Impressive stuff. I was worried that she was actually looking at the map a bit too much, spending a bit too much time on this route choice, but no, straight through and on that left route choice.
And I think you can see that she is full of confidence also, Ana Isabel Navarro from Spain.
Yeah, I mean, looking strong, no hesitations, smooth flow through those controls. That looks like good orienteering.
Yeah, definitely. Really impressive start there from Ana Isabel Navarro Toledo from Spain with bib number 24. Waiting soon then for Elisa Mattila to the finish, and 12:15 right now. There is Elisa Mattila, there is she, and she is a little bit late, as you can see. And here's the finish from Elisa Mattila, some seconds late. How much is it in the end for Elisa Mattila, the junior world champion from Finland? Won a month ago in Portugal, the gold, and she is 8 seconds behind, 12:24 for Elisa Mattila.
Yeah, good. It looks like a good run from her. And I think what's interesting as well is now the other runners who've raced against her at the Junior World Champs can compare themselves to all of these other top senior runners and see how they'll stack up as seniors.
And some steep stairs, as you can see, Frida Vigstrom. But we saw passing through the arena, maybe she didn't punch that control, but we have to wait and see. She's now pushing hard to the finish, but she is late. She has lost some time. She was only 5 seconds behind Deborah Stadler at the first TV split. But this is a lost control, and she is a little bit late. It's a good run from Frida Vigstrom, Sweden, definitely. But let's see if it's okay also. And there into the finish for Frida Vigstrom, Sweden, 13 seconds behind for Frida. And into third position, right behind Deborah Stadler, Switzerland, and Elisa Mattila from Finland for Frida Vigstrom.
Yeah, good run. Let's hope that she managed to get registered on that control. We'll get the answer pretty soon.
Yeah. It looked a little bit suspicious when she was passing the arena, Frida Vigstrom, I must say. But we have to wait and see how it is. And next, very interesting to the arena passage should be number 24, Ana Isabel Toledo Navarro. 6 minutes running right now for the Spaniard. Oh, nice to see also some spectators and team members also in the finish area in the old town, old part of Biel in Switzerland.
Yeah, not everyone runs everything, runs every race at the World Universities Championships. So great chance to go out and spectate, cheer on your friends, and watch orienteering.
Yeah, it's as I said in the beginning of the broadcast today, it's 5 days of racing from today and until Sunday when the last competition day in the relay in Gondisville. No, I think Frida Vigstrom is not in the results, so I think she is, as you can see there in the graphics. Bovir, only 3 seconds behind into second spot. Wow.
Yeah, we've not spoken so much about her, but she's got a lot of experience about running students. I think she's run at least 2 World Students before in both 2016 and 2018. So an experienced French runner.
Yeah.
Not so far from France as well here. So maybe home to reign for her.
Yep. Yeah, this city Biel is divided in 2 parts, 1 French and 1 German. So it's 50-50 approximately. So this is very much both languages here in Biel, both French and German. So, and it is now I can see a miss punch for Frida Vigstrom, unfortunately, and that was a pity for Frida. And here is Ana Isabel Navarro from Spain. And let's see now the punch from Ana Isabel Navarro. And she is 7 seconds behind Deborah Stadler with the last short loop to go. Very interesting. And let's see now.
Yeah, so a good last section, and she'll be able to challenge that time.
Definitely. And Maya Bovir 3 seconds behind Deborah Stadler into the finish. Can see from the split times that Maya Bovir at the first TV split, she was 16 seconds behind Deborah Stadler and 3 seconds behind in the finish.
Oh, interesting.
So she has picked some seconds, and also Elisa Mattila has done the same on Deborah Stadler.
Okay, so we might have seen possibly a mistake or possibly some misjudgment with the pacing from Deborah Stadler then.
And a beautiful shot here from Biel in Switzerland, and this first competition day of the World University Orienteering Championships. We'll continue tomorrow with the long distance in Gondisville, the Friday sprint relay in Langenthal, and Saturday middle, also broadcast from Saturday's middle for the men in Courcelles, and Sunday the last competition day relays in Gondisville. And this is the Danish, and it's Ida Øbro from Denmark, yes indeed, on her way. And this is another road choice. Now we can see to the third control, sorry.
Yeah, so I think Ida is a good sprinter. She's got a 7th place at JWOC in 2019. Possibly a bit more forest specialisation now, but a good runner. Obviously the Danish team is pretty good at sprint, so it'll be interesting to see what she can do on that middle route choice again, and out onto this left-hand side on this long straight street.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes running right there for Ida Øbro, and 3:22 for Deborah Stadler from Switzerland. So this is a good start from Ida Øbro. Younger sister to Emil Øbro, a member of the Danish team. And into the park.
In control as well.
And 3 minutes running right there for Ida Øbro. And now she is approaching the 4th control, and at the 5th control we have the split. The first split in this sprint here in Biel today. And 3.5 minutes very soon. She will be some seconds behind.
Yeah, she's taking a real long look at this route choice though. So what's she going to do? The right-hand choice, which we think is probably the shortest if she can get that second part correct.
Yep. And 13 seconds behind here this Spaniard, Isabel Toledo, Navarro. And this is a steep stairs. Once again, we saw Frida Vigstrom some minutes ago. And bib number 24 running time right now is 12 minutes right there. So she is late. She is late, I can tell you. She has lost some seconds, some time here in the end of the course on this short last loop.
I think she looks a little bit tired at turning in and out of the control, just a little bit slow, so maybe that's what's cost her.
Another finish from Isabel Toledo Navarro from Spain. And there's the finish, and 12:30 approximately on my clock. 11 seconds behind. 12:27, and into 4th position. 4th position, Ralph, and 11 seconds behind. This is a tight race today.
Yeah, this is what we're expecting, though, I think, with this, with the way the sprint is set up. So, every second really does count today.
And Katrin Müller on home soil here in Switzerland, on her way to the first TV split very soon. So Deborah Stadler still in lead, 12:16, 3 seconds down to Mai Bovir from France, and in third Elisa Mattila from Finland, 8 seconds behind Isabel Toledo Navarro from Spain into 4th position, and she's 11 seconds behind. Then we have a quite big gap, Kracht from Denmark in 5th right now in the finish, 38 seconds behind. Let's see now, 2.5 minutes like Ida Øbro at that control for Katrin Müller from Switzerland. Is it any special to run in the home nation's colors, Ralph, would you say?
I think you always get more of a buzz when you're at home, but maybe because there are so many competitions in Switzerland that it might have worn off a little bit for them, potentially.
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right.
Yeah, but you'll get people shouting at you in the streets if they recognise that you're Swiss. So, if you could be getting some extra cheering out on the course today.
So let's see another punch from Katrin Müller to the first split. And as you can see, this is a good start from Katrin Müller. High speed, really. Toledo Navarro, 3:20. Deborah Stadler, 3:22. And let's see another punch from Katrin Müller into third, 4 seconds behind, and she is running through the control and choosing the left road choice here. Or should we say the middle, maybe?
Yeah, well, left on that first bit at least, but yeah, a good start. She's still in the game, so if she can execute the rest of the course well, then we'll see at the arena passage how her time stacks up.
And Alva Sunesson started 1 minute behind Katrin Müller from Switzerland. So this is a good start also from Alva Sunesson. 3 minutes running only. Maybe we have a new best time here to the first split.
Yeah, another member of this strong Swedish women's team here. She was third at the Swedish Championships, so she's a very good runner. Taking a different route choice to everyone else, just on this short leg.
Yeah, definitely. And here we have it. Into second position, the very same time as the current leader in the finish, Deborah Stadler, 3:22. But that's a great start for Alva Sunesson from Sweden.
Yeah, she looks like she's running quickly, but just had a little bit of a hesitation coming out of that control, I thought. So be interesting to see if she can keep her focus on the other long route choices coming up.
Yeah, and I think she lost some seconds on the road choice also, that short leg between the fourth and fifth control, actually.
Yeah,
but let's see, the speed is there for Alva.
Yeah, I mean, even if we're saying that this is quite a sort of straightforward sprint, because you're running so fast, that does make it tricky and opens the door for these mistakes that you wouldn't normally make.
So waiting soon then for Ida Öbro to the arena passage. Ida with bin number 32, 8.5 minutes running right now for Ida Öbro. And then Katrin Müller and Alva Sunesson. All of them on the way to the arena passage pretty soon. Still Deborah Stadler. Here is Ida Öbro. Waiting for the time for Ida, passing through. There we have it. Oh, she had lost a lot of time. 27 seconds behind now for Ida Öbro.
Yeah, that's too much, really, to be challenging the top positions, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. 3 minutes behind Ida Öbro started Katrin Müller, Switzerland. And then 1 minute behind her, it was Alva Sunesson from Sweden. Still Deborah Stadler, Switzerland in lead, 12:16. Maya Bouvir from France in second, and Elisa Mattila, the junior world champion, in third position right now, 8 seconds behind Deborah Stadler.
Yeah, and between Ida Öbro and Katrin Müller, we've got Florence Hanau, who's also a very good sprinter. So she should be coming up to the arena passage as well.
Yeah, definitely. Florence Hanau. Let's see if I can find her time. 3:24. Yes, indeed. Only 2 seconds behind Deborah Stadler to the first split. So Florence Hanau is very interesting. Very soon into the arena passage here. Should we see Florence? There is Bitte Friedrich, I can see, started 1 minute ahead. Passing here, Bitte Friedrich from Germany. And waiting now for Florence Hanau. The 8 minutes running right now for Florence.
This is her, I think.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. And she is 10 seconds behind. The very same time as Elisa Mattila from Finland at the control just before this arena passage for Florence Hanau. So 10 seconds behind Deborah Stadler. Maybe it is a little bit too much, Ralph.
Yeah, difficult to say, I think. Maybe Deborah has run a really good section in the middle and has tired at the end. But I think when you come through the arena and you hear you've done a good time, that does motivate you to really push hard on this last section.
And now we're waiting for Katrin Müller, and maybe we will have a new best time here. Yes, indeed, we will. Katrin Müller punched it 7:56, indeed, 2 seconds faster than Deborah Stadler for Katrin Müller. And we knew that Alva Sunesson started 1 minute behind Katrin Müller. Oh, she's running on the wrong. You have to run through the arena. This is not easy. They have a map swap also, so that could be quite demanding from time to time, Ralph.
Yeah, difficult, and I think we've seen it already in the pictures. People getting confused at this run through, running down the wrong side. It happens at World Cup level as well. So yeah, a normal mistake, even if it feels like a silly one.
And 36, Alva Sonesson, waiting for her now to the second TV split. And we knew that we have a new leader, Katrin Müller. 7:56, and the time is running out very soon for Alva Sonesson, waiting for her to the second TV split. Still nothing in my computer, no.
What will be interesting is how Katrin Müller reacts to that mistake. Doing something in front of everyone as well adds more pressure.
Yeah, and Alva Sonesson is 13 seconds behind Katrin Müller. Katrin is running very good between the first and second TV split. That's for sure. So Katrin Müller, big threat now for Deborah Stallback. We knew that she did a mistake also at the arena passage. Katrin Müller lost, I would say, at least 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, at least 5. So all to play for, and then she's only 3 seconds behind.
And here's the finish now from Ida Öbro from Denmark. Into the finish, and let's see another time for Ida. It's right under 30 minutes, and the official time for Ida Öbro, 36 seconds behind Deborah Stadler, into 5th position right now for Ida Öbro from Denmark. Started 2 minutes ahead of Florence Anoë. So 12:52, the finish time for Ida Öbro, into 5th right now. And here is Florence Anoë from France. And we knew she was 10 seconds behind at the arena passage, behind Deborah Stadler. The current leader in the finish right now with 12:16. And Florence Anoë, 11.5 minutes right now.
And I think she's on a good route choice as well. This one here, getting a bit stuck by the cars, but got enough control to get that control.
And now down the stairs, and it's not that long to run now. Here's the staircase. Yes, right there. Yes, I have to help her a little bit.
Yeah, but that's the win, I think. Gone, unfortunately, that mistake.
Yeah, probably. And back up the stairs again, and then it's a very short run to the last control and the finish for Anoë. Here she is, but you can see the time is running out right now for Florence Anoë compared with Deborah Stadler, and she will be a little bit down in the results right now. And here's the finish from Florence, who started 1 minute ahead of Katrin Müller. So very soon also Katrin Müller into the finish, but here first Florence Anoë, and right there into 5th position, 16 seconds behind Deborah Stadler. So she lost some 6 seconds on the last loop to Deborah Stadler.
Yeah, Deborah's run a really strong last loop.
Oh, definitely. So waiting now for Katrin Müller from Switzerland. Started 1 minute behind Florence Anoë. Here's Alva Sonesson. Also the last loop now, Alva. Started 1 minute. There's Katrin Müller heading into the finish. And look at it. Look at this. Maybe a new best time from Katrin Müller. What the last loop from Katrin Müller. And the very same time as Deborah Stadler. 12:16. But that was very impressive from Katrin Müller with that mistake at the arena passage. But she...
Yeah.
So Deborah Stadler and Katrin Müller, 12:16, and this is Alva Sonesson, the second last control here for Alva Sonesson, bib number 36, and 11, soon 12 minutes running, and she's taking another route choice, or? No, that's a mistake. That's the mistake. That was a mistake, and is it because they are a little bit tired now, Ralph?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, a full speed sprint, even if it is 12 minutes, you're still going to be all out, and it's one of the parts of orienteering is you really have to focus the whole way. You can't let up.
Oh, look at this. She's some small seconds behind only it was that mistake on the second last control. She's 5 seconds behind Alva Sunesson, and into 5th position. Catherine Müller, Deborah Staller in a chair lead, 12:16. Marie Bouvir, France in 3rd, 12:19. And Alva Sunesson 5 seconds behind, 12:21. And she's 5 seconds at the second last control, or?
Oh yeah, and that is frustrating as well, because it's the only thing you can think about is how silly you were just a minute ago. So yeah, very difficult.
Here you have the current standings right now in the finish with the Swiss double right now, Deborah Stadler and Catherine Müller. And then you can see it's 11 seconds down to 6th position, Anna Isabel Toledo Navarro, 16 seconds down to Florence Anoé on the 7th position, and 42 seconds down to Eliska Ziglova from Czech Republic in 10th position. And we are approximately halfway through the field today.
Yeah,
a lot of very strong runners still to wait for.
Yeah, I was thinking that I don't know whether we've got most of the good starters at the end or not. I don't know whether there's an advantage today. So it'd be interesting.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Actually, I don't think so. I think it's quite spread out. They're very strong runners everywhere. Here is Ida Haapala, the junior world champion, long distance. It was in Denmark, 2019, bib number 48, and the 2 minutes running right now for Ida Haapala from Finland.
Yeah, good on that corner there. Shortest possible route, not running out to the... now she's running out to the right.
Yeah, she does. She does. She saw that guy in front of her.
Yeah, maybe she saw the woman with the buggy. Those kind of things you're just going to deal with in sprint orienteering.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You need to have a sight not only 2 meters in front of you. You need to have a longer scene. Absolutely. So let's see now. 2:40 for Ida Haapala. And the best time, Anna Isabel Toledo Navarro, 3:20 to the first TV split. But Catherine Müller, 3:24. And 3 minutes running right now for Ida Haapala from Finland.
Yeah, she's another one of our outsiders, we think, for the top results. So.
Yep. Anno Tomisto from Finland, 3:28 to the first split. That's very good from Anno Tomisto, bib number 42. We have to keep an eye on her also. And this is the very same road choice as Alva Sunesson, actually.
Yeah, so not brilliant, we think. Just but I mean, just it cost a second maybe. But as we saw, it's so packed in. That second could be absolutely vital when you get to the finish.
And 3:30, a little bit more than 3:30 for Ida Haapala. I have to wait for the official time there for Ida. And to the GPS now with Catherine Müller, the current leader, together with Deborah Stadler and Ida Haapala on this long road choice between 6 and 7. And they are not cutting this one in the middle.
Yeah,
Ralph.
this is... good to get an insight into how they're tackling this course. I don't think it's that much of a difference, but maybe a second if you cut that middle section.
Yep. Ida Haapala 9 seconds behind Catherine Müller to the first TV split. Dominika Mero from Hungary, only 15 seconds behind. That's a good start. The first...
another one
hesitation there.
Yeah. And now we've got the official
that easy to see.
Making some changes to the arena passage.
Oh, yeah.
If I was feeling difficult, I might say, is that grounds for a protest, changing the course after the first runners have come in? But I'm not involved at all.
But Dominika Mero is interesting from Hungary, 44, 9 minutes running, just passing through the arena in the 7th position. That's a very good start from Dominika Mero. That means she's 7 seconds faster than Anno Tomisto, also out there on this last loop. And this is Cecilia Anderson. Look at this! Look at this, Ralph.
Fantastic. Brilliant to see British results up at the top. Great start. Looks in control out on this right-hand choice. Running quickly. Fantastic. Very happy.
Yeah, it's a great start. It's flying start from Cecilia Anderson. 3:20. Super. Super start there from Cecilia Anderson. And back to the tracking. And you can see now in green there, Cecilia Anderson with the right road choice.
Yeah, and she was right under that shortest line out to that bridge, so not taking any extra meters at all. That's very good.
And the GPS is not accurate. Cecilia Anderson, she must have passed that bridge and over the channel.
Now, we've seen people this year run into large amounts of olive green, but no, I think she's probably on the other side of the bridge, yes.
And this is the strongest Austrian today, Jasmina Gassner, and this is a good start also from Jasmina Gassner. Very good. 8 seconds behind only, so she's definitely in contention with a good start there. Jasmina Gassner from Austria. It's very tight to that first split. And look at this, Cecilia Anderson with a good road choice.
Yeah, we think that's the shortest and the best, and interesting to see that everyone else has also been able to find that little gap and cut the corner, saving some meters.
And to the 8th control is right or left, actually.
Yeah, and very similar. You just probably want to just run through the control, that 8th control, rather than turning around.
And Janne Kjørholm Åsheim from Norway, 12.5 minutes running very soon, on her way to the 3rd last here. So she's a little bit late because the best time in the finish, 12:16. Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler, both from Switzerland. And this is the 2nd last control. Back up the stairs, and the very last control very soon now for the Norwegian Janne Kjørholm Åsheim. But she is late. It will be over 13 minutes running for Janne Kjørholm Åsheim. And Dominic Gamero started 1 minute behind the Norwegian. It was not Ida Haapala. It was not Ida Haapala. Waiting for Ida Haapala to the 2nd TV split very soon. Haven't got her time yet. Here is Ida. Yes, indeed. 8th position. 16 seconds behind Katrin Müller. So Ida Haapala in contention. Oh, she has to turn. She has to turn. Turn. No. That is not correct. Oh, she's losing a lot of seconds here. Oh, this is not easy, Ralph.
No, it's not straightforward, but I think it is well enough marked. But it just shows, she's got that little bit of uphill pushing. She's pushing really hard. She knows she's just got that last bit to go. So just pushing too hard.
She has lost more than 30 seconds here, Ralph. More than 30 seconds.
That's a really big mistake. Really big.
Oh, yeah. But it's so strange. For some of the runners, it looks very easy, very, very simple. But for some, it's very, very, they are struggling really.
Yeah, I think if you're just looking at the wrong place, everything can be wrong. So some people will have looked up as they're coming into that control, out of the tunnel, look to the left, and they'll see the arena, and everything suddenly makes sense. And others who are maybe a little bit confused, a little bit behind. Yeah. I mean, she's got absolutely no idea what's going on, unfortunately.
No. And as I said earlier, there is a map swap also in this section of the course when they are passing through the arena for the last short loop. At the same time, we got a finish from Anno Tuomisto from Finland into 8th position, 12:41. 25 seconds behind Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler, still the current leaders with the time of 12:16. And Dominica Mero lost in the end of the course into 15th position, 13:10, 54 seconds behind. So Ida Haapala, we know that she lost a lot of time here at the arena passage. So Cecilia Anderson should be the next very interesting name. Very soon 9 minutes running for Cecilia Anderson. I have to see.
I've been given a tips that maybe they're turning the map too early. So they're looking ahead on the second part of the course and not actually worrying about what they're doing at the moment.
No,
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to ask at some point.
Yeah. Jenny Buckley from Norway. Almost all of the runners representing Norway in the World University Orienteering Championships, they are running for the Norwegian Technical University, NTHI, in Norway. NTNUI.
Yeah, it's a big draw for people to go and run with lots of people their own age and hang about and socialise. So not surprising that a huge amount of them end up in Trondheim.
Jasmina Gaston 27 seconds behind at the second team split. Cecilia Anderson has been there, 7:59. She is 3 seconds behind Katrin Müller and 1 second behind Deborah Stadler. So Cecilia Anderson out there on the short last loop, and this will be very exciting, I believe.
Yeah, and we saw Katrin made the mistake afterwards. Yeah, so she's going to be right in the mix.
Yeah, definitely. And Jenny Buckley on her way here. Jenny with start number 57, 3:15 right now. So she's a little bit late, not that much. So this is a quite good start from Jenny Buckley from Norway. It's not the fastest, but it's a good solid start here from Jenny Buckley. But very interesting very soon with Cecilia Anderson and the last controls and the finish from Cecilia. On Buckley into 11th, 13 seconds behind Anna Isabel Toledo Navarro. Still the fastest to that first TV split. And waiting soon now for Cecilia Anderson, 50 and 10, very soon 11 minutes running. 12:16 for Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler. This is very exciting, Ralph.
Yeah, this is really good. I'm enjoying this a lot.
So let's see if we can have some pictures. This is Ida Haapala, but lost at least 30 seconds at the arena passage. And way down in the results, as you can see now, Ida Haapala. That was a pity for Ida.
Yeah, and it hits your motivation as well when you know you've done a big mistake. So hard to push on that second loop as well.
Yeah, of course. So 11.5 minutes right now for Cecilia Anderson from Great Britain. So waiting for her to the last controls and the finish very, very soon. 11:45 now for Cecilia Anderson. Will she take the lead away from Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler? That's the question. Very soon, 12 minutes running. Let's see if we can have some pictures on Cecilia Anderson, the last meters. Into the last control and the finish. 12 minutes right now. And 12:16, the time to beat. But no sign of Cecilia Anderson yet. And there is 12:16 on my clock. And here she is, but she is late then. She is late. She's very late, actually. She was only 2 seconds behind at the second TV split at the arena passage.
Yeah, something somewhere has gone very wrong, unfortunately.
Yeah, look at this, because the time is running now for Cecilia Anderson. Maybe the same mistake as Ida Haapala. We don't know.
That could be. I mean, it's a very tricky last section. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, find out what happens.
Yeah, but you can see it will be more than 1 minute behind, so it's a big, huge mistake here in the under course somewhere. Jasmina Gassner, Austria, started 1 minute behind Cecilia Anderson. But she's not in company here with Cecilia. So Cecilia on her way. There is Jasmina Gassner down to the second last control. Almost in the back of Cecilia Anderson. But lost a lot of time here. More than 1 minute she has lost on the last loop. So Cecilia Anderson there. Oh, disappointed, of course. 26th position, 1:22 behind. Oh. What happened?
But I think she can take a lot out of it as well, that she's probably just done one thing very wrong. But she can take a lot out of doing 95% of this course at, at a very, very good speed. So stuff to take from it, but obviously the immediate feeling when you come into the finish is just pure frustration.
Yeah, definitely. One of the biggest favorites in today's competition, Elena Gampeller from Switzerland, just started. She has been out for 1.5 minutes very soon. And 3 minutes ahead of her started Vilma from Krusenstjerna from Sweden, also with a very high capacity. So interesting names to come. And we have more of them in the end of the start list also. Tilda Östberg, Sweden, Fiona Bunn, Great Britain, Cécile Collandry, France, Caterina Dallera from Italy, Ylvi Kastner, Austria, Sofia Sarkozy from Hungary, and Inka Nurminen, Finland, to mention some of them. And here's the current standings with Deborah Stadler and Catherine Müller in the share lead, 12-16. Maya Bouvir from France in third, Alva Sunesson in fourth, and Elisa Mattila, Finland, right now in fifth position. And here is Elena Gampeller. Here is Elena Gampeller, 10th. She was 8th in the World Championships in Biel in Denmark in the individual sprint. Very impressive. And she won also the sprint during O-ringen in Uppsala. Very impressive. Oh! Very impressive race there in Uppsala from Elena Gampeller. And this is one of the big favorites today, Ralph. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think she definitely is probably our biggest favourite. Potentially Tilda Östberg has got the speed to match her as well, so that's going to be an interesting duel later. But no, let's focus on Elena. Did very well, managed to avoid the worker on that section, keep the focus, get into the park, have a look ahead, get this route choice correct, and get on and on with the course. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a new best time.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the time here for Elena Gampeller. This is a really good start from Elena. We have a new best time, definitely, at this point of the course. The first TV split, and 3:16. And compare with Catherine Müller, she's 8 seconds faster and 6 seconds faster than Deborah Stadler.
Yeah, that looks really good. And I think what's most impressive is it looks like she doesn't lose any speed when she's looking at the map, which is obviously a very useful thing to be able to do when you're running sprint orienteering.
Oh, a very solid start there from Elena Gampeller. And Vilma from Krusenstjerna from Sweden. I mentioned also 3:37, so she's 19 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. And here we can see now Elena Gampeller is running that, in the middle, we can say. It's not very accurate, the GPS tracking, but she's running, I would say, the best road choice, actually.
Yeah, and another one that's managed to find it as well amongst all these options. So good orienteering in the start. But as we've seen a lot of mistakes later on, so anything can happen.
And once again, we can see Cecilia Anderson and her really, really strong start. But with a big mistake in the end of the course from Cecilia Anderson. And down in the results right now in 26th position, 1:22 behind the leaders. And Gampeller, it's not very accurate, that GPS tracking.
No, but probably turning at that 7th control, and we think going straight on is, a second quicker.
Yeah. And some of the British teams.
Good to see Brits on tour, having fun.
Yeah. in Biel in Switzerland, this World University Orienteering Championship week here in Switzerland. And this is Vilma from Krusenstjerna from Sweden. And let's see now, she's some seconds behind, as you can see, 28 seconds behind into 13th position. So she's not a threat for the leaders with the last loop to go. Let's see how she will handle this. Oh, no problem at all, as you can see, Ralph. It's so big difference.
Yeah, managed to avoid the man standing in the way and get through the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, probably a bit surprising for us that she's so far down. We'd marked her up as one of these other good Swedish runners.
And now take a look on the GPS tracking and the mistake from Cecilia Anderson from Great Britain with a clear chance to take the lead at the arena passage, but a big mistake. So let's take a look on the map here from the tracking from Cecilia Anderson. And Ralph, take us through this.
Yeah, she's just totally missed the arena passage, it looks like.
She was running in the wrong order. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was Ida Haapala, but she didn't turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very costly for Cecilia Anderson. So actually she didn't passing through the arena, Cecilia Anderson.
No. Well, I mean, no, she won't have done. So that's probably a disqualification then, I guess, unfortunately.
Bienne Buckley, you saw there in the run-in, and a little more than 30 minutes running for Bienne Buckley. So she is not a threat for the best times. Tilda Östberg, Sweden, has been out for just 1.5 minutes right now. And we are waiting soon for Elena Gampeller to this second TV split. That will be very, very interesting with Elena Gampeller. 7.5 minutes. 7:56 for Katrin Müller. And now we are waiting for Elena Gampeller. Where is Elena? And now we can see they are shooting, taking some photos on Elena Gampeller. Indeed, and we have a new best time. And the clock will stop right there. 7:47, 9 seconds faster than Katrin Müller and 11 seconds faster than Deborah Stadler. And let's see here. No problem at all. High speed through the arena for Elena Gampeller. In a quite clear lead, I must say, here for Elena.
Yeah, especially when it's so close to have a, 7 seconds lead. She's done some really good orienteering on this first half.
And here is Vilma from Krusenstjerna on the last loop for Vilma, younger sister to the world champion last year in Czech Republic, Isak von Krusenstjerna from Falun in Sweden. And here's Tilda Östberg. Here is now Tilda Östberg on her way to the first TV split. 2:45 right now. Whoops! Oof. Nearly a crash there in the gate.
Yeah, so probably put her off a little bit. So she needs to just get back into the focus, read the map, check out this route choice again. But yeah, she's going to be a real challenge to Elena Gampella. I was looking at that O-ring at sprint, and Elena Gampella won that basically because she destroyed everyone on these two long route choices. Tilda actually had similar speed over the rest of the course. So today, where there's not so much decisiveness on these long route choices, maybe she's going to be right up and close to Elena.
Yeah, and waiting so now for... there's Jonathan Gustafsson, the bronze medalist in the knockout sprint to the world champs and the new leader in the men's race. 11:30, wow! And the lead is 24 seconds. What a race from Jonathan, Ralph.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good runner, did well at O-ringen as well, so not surprising to see him destroy this course and run a really good time.
No, exactly. Vilma from Krusenstjerna into 8th position. I will mention 12:37, 21 seconds behind Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler. And Elena Gampeller, 63. She has been out for 10 minutes right now. 10 minutes. And the time to beat is 12:16. 12:16. And then we have Tilda Östberg started 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes behind Elena Gampeller. And Jonathan Gustafsson, that's the man to beat in the men's race. But here on this broadcast, we are following the women's race today. On Saturday and the middle distance, it will be the men's race in focus. And then we have some strong names also in the end of the start list. We have approximately 15 runners to start in the end of the start list today. Cecilia Anderson, Katerina Dalera, Ylvi Kastner, Sofia Sarkozy, Inka Nurminen. Oops, that was a replay from Tilda Östberg. And here is Elena Gampeller in the very end of the course today for Elena. 11 minutes running right now. She has 1 minute and just only 2 more controls to take. And this is the stairs. Yeah, definitely. We are waiting for a new best time, Ralph. Definitely.
Yeah, but I think she might have maybe lost a little bit of time on that route choice just before we picked her up. So it'll be interesting to see how much time she leads Stadler by when she comes into the finish.
Yeah, but look at this. This will be a clear lead for Elena Gampeller. This is a last control. She will take the lead away from Katrin Müller, and Deborah Stadler will almost half a minute, actually. This is a fantastic run from Elena Gampeller. I'm not surprised. And a new best time, 11:47, and the lead is 29 seconds, Ralph.
That's incredible, actually, to take 20 seconds out of them or more on those last little bit.
Yeah, she is so strong, Elena Gampeller. Another great performance from the youngster from Switzerland. Super. And now we have 3 Swiss runners in top, Ralph.
Not an unusual sight in Switzerland to see the Swiss run well.
No. So, Fiona Wand on her way. And 73, let's see the time right now. 2.5 minutes. Yes, this is a good start from Fiona.
Yep, she's another strong runner. So part of the senior British team now, based in Edinburgh. So going to be exciting to see what she can do today.
Yeah. And this competition and the competitions the upcoming years here is a preparation for the World Champs in Edinburgh 2024, or?
Yeah, it's a big focus. Another chance to run a home World Champs, and Britain has been running some pretty good sprint orienteering over the past few years, so the motivation is really high, and obviously this is a chance for people to show what they can do on the international scene and potentially break into the World Championships team for 2024.
This is a good start from Fiona Bunn. 8 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. She's definitely in the race. Fiona Bunn. And look very good in the running, I must say. Nice speed there from Fiona.
She's a strong runner.
So Fiona Bunn. Then we are waiting for Emma Arneson. Started 2 minutes behind Fiona Bunn. And Siri Sutter, Cecilia Anderson, Katerina Dalera. Strong runners there, coming very soon to the first TV split. But now we're waiting for Tilda Östberg. This is good from Tilda Östberg. This is very good. And she punched the control right there. And she is 20 seconds behind in 6th position. She's not a threat for Elena Gampeller. But we knew that Elena Gampeller is in lead by 29 seconds right now. And here, yeah, a little bit of hesitation there from Tilda Östberg.
Yeah, and another one who's having a little bit of problems on this arena passage. And she can't really afford that if she's going to try and get second place away from the Swiss runners.
Yeah, because now the situation is that we are speculating in second position, not first position, Ralph, because you can see here.
I think that time is really, really very good. I mean, to get 13 seconds under the estimated winning time and to be leading these other very good runners by so much shows that she's really had a very good race.
Fantastic race from Elena Gampeller, 29 seconds lead down to Deborah Stadler and Katrin Müller. It's a big Swiss day so far. Let's see if someone can jump in on that podium today in this World University World Orienteering Championships 2022 here in Biel.
Yeah, it could be our last starter, Inka Nurminen from Finland, 10th at the World Championships. Maybe she can be the one to upset the Swiss apple cart.
Yep, I agree, definitely. The last starter, Inka Nurminen from Finland. And Siri Sutter from Switzerland on her way. Started 1 minute behind Emma Arneson and 3 minutes behind Fiona Bunn. Heading into the park, Siri Sutter, and into the first TV split. 3 minutes and 5 seconds running right now. So she's a little bit late compared with the fastest. And the fastest to this first TV split is Elena Gampeller, 3:16. This is the fourth control, and at the next control, the fifth, and the start of the long leg also, we have the TV split. You can see she will be 15 seconds, something like that, behind Elena Gampeller. No, it's more than that. 22 seconds behind. 22 seconds behind for Siri Sutter. And then we are waiting for Cecilia Calandri and Katerina Dalera. Started 1, respectively 2 minutes behind Siri Sutter.
Yeah, it might seem like she's quite a long time behind, but she had the same time on that split as our French runner Maëlle Bouvert. So she's high up on the results list. So if she runs well and quickly on the rest of the section, the rest of the course, she'll be right up at the top.
Yeah. And Elena Gampeller, in this comparison, she's the only one running left between the 6th and 7th control. Tilde Östberg.
I don't know where we are, but that looks like a mistake.
Oh, definitely. 11.5 minutes running right now for Tilde Östberg. But that was, it was a mistake. And she is no threat for the best. Annika Simonsen from Denmark into 11th position, 59 seconds behind Elena Gampeller for Annika Simonsen. And here is Tilda now to the third last control. But more than 12 minutes running already for Tilde Östberg. Oops. She has to wait for the bus. But how is it, Ralph, when running a competition like this? You have to follow the rules in the traffic?
I don't know what legally you're meant to do, but at some point someone is going to get run over at an international sprint race, and then stuff is going to change. But that marshal has got to stop that bus. This is a favourite, one of the best runners. He's got to do his job, unfortunately.
And she met Fiona Bunn there. Also Fiona with a mistake here at the arena passage is my feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know really. Tilde Östberg is coming here, but more than 1 minute late compared with the current leader, Elena Gampeller. And Tilde Östberg also lost a lot of time here on the last loop into 17th position, 1 minute 12 seconds behind.
Yeah,
tired.
Frustrated
Very tired.
Tilde Östberg. Yeah.
But a little bit suspicious there with Fiona Bunn. She met her on her way to the last control, Tilda. Maybe it's the same mistake we saw Ida Haapala and probably also Cecilia Anderson.
Yeah, what's always interesting is when so many people make the same mistake, then something strange is going on.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. So, Ylvi Kastner, I believe it is. Yes, indeed. Yeah. 2 minutes running right now for Ylvi. Started 1 minute ahead of Sofia Zarkozy from Hungary. Let's see the first. Caterina Dell'Era from Italy, 3:47 to the first TV split. Cécile Collandry, 3:26, 10 seconds behind Elena Gampeller, so that's okay. But we are now in the back of Ylvi Kastner from Austria.
Yeah, 31st at the World Champs in Denmark this year. So not a favourite today, but one who's definitely challenging for top 10 probably, or hoping to be up there.
Yeah, but she made it to the final in the World Champs, so that's good.
I mean, if you're in the final, you've got a chance to win. So that's got to be the job. Looks like she's going to miss this control though.
Yeah, definitely. On the wrong side of the flower plants. It was a little small mistake there. But you can see this is quite good start here from Ylvi Kastner from Austria.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure that was a mistake. She looked like she had so much control and flow through it.
Yep.
But I think she might have planned that, actually.
She's running through the control and into ninth position, 9 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. That's a good start from Ylvi Kastner from Austria. So let's see now, Alva Sunesson, Elena Gampeller and Ylvi Kastner on this leg between the 6th and 7th control. And here is Cécile Collandry, and this is good, 5th position, 16 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. This is a threat definitely for Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler, who are sharing the 2nd position, 29 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. So Cécile Collandry from France. Now all out on the last short loop, but quite tricky and quite demanding. And also when you're getting tired in the end of the course.
Yeah, and this is the only real part of the course with some climb on, so maybe that's going to have an effect that if you run 7 minutes on the perfectly flat, and then even if it's only 20 meters, have to go and do that, maybe that can add a bit of lactate into your body and mess with your brain and contribute to some of these mistakes we're seeing on this last section.
And the last starter today, Inka Nurminen from Finland, she has been out right now for 1 minute, so everybody has been started now in this sprint in the World University Orienteering Championships. And there is Elena Gampeller on the right and Jonathan Gustav from Sweden on the left, leader in the men's class right now. And here is another mistake. At the same we saw Tilda Östberg earlier. This is Emma Arneson.
I think an easy mistake to make. Like I said at the start, by just getting these entrances wrong, and that's going to cost you, and losing a little bit more time here as well. Not entirely sure where the control is.
And 11:45, very soon 12 minutes running for Emma Arneson. This is quite good. Let's see, she has some more seconds to run, definitely. But let's see now the finish from Emma Arneson from Norway. 12 minutes running. 12:16 for Katrin Müller and Deborah Stadler in 2nd position. She will not beat that one, but this is a quite good race from Emma Arneson. Definitely the best Norwegian today, we can say. Definitely. And let's see now the position for Emma Arneson. Into the finish right there and into position, let's see, 6th position. Very good, Emma Arneson into 6th position, right behind Alva Sunesson, Sweden, still in 5th.
Yeah, she must have run really well. She'll have missed at least 10 seconds, I guess, on that mistake that we saw. So she's done a really good rest of the course.
So the last starter today, Inka Nurminen, 10th in the World Orienteering Championships in Biel in Denmark in the end of June. And 3 minutes running right there for Inka Nurminen. 3:16 the time for Elena Gampeller. And you can see time is ticking. But this is good from Inka Nurminen. This is a good start from the Finn.
Yeah, she's going to be close to Elena's time, but some vital seconds potentially behind.
Yeah, 9 seconds. 9 seconds behind. 3:25. 3:25 then. And it's a good start from Inka Nurminen, Finland. But as you said earlier, Ralph, Elena Gampeller's time 11:47. That time will be very, very hard to beat today.
Yeah, and especially we saw her run that such a fantastic last section. It looks like that.
But here we have a new second best time. Here we have a new second best time heading into the finish. Cécile Collandry from France, definitely a new second best time. That's a great race from Cécile Collandry, and she's in second, 22 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. So into second spot there for Cécile Collandry. Super, really nice race there from Cécile Collandry. So that means Deborah Stadler and Catherine Müller right now in third position. Still in lead, Elena Gampeller from Switzerland. So Inka Nurminen, the last starter, bib number 85, soon 5 minutes running for Inka Nurminen. We have Ylvi Kastner also with a quite good start. Not that many threats out there for Elena Gampeller. 11:47 looks to me to be the winning time today, but behind her is quite open still. With Cécile Collandry right now in second position, 12:09, 22 seconds behind. And Catherine Müller and Deborah Stadler in a share third position, 29 seconds behind. And this is an area we haven't seen before, Ralph.
Yeah, this is the control after that first long route choice, or second long route choice, sorry, into this school. Bit more technical, some shorter decisions. She looked like she handled that very well. Good control, and as we see, a few seconds advantage currently over Collandry from France.
Yeah, exactly. Collandry in the second position in the finish, 22 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. So it's a good start from Inka Nurminen from Finland. The last starter. And Ylvi Kastner, 10 minutes running right now for Ylvi Kastner. Let's see her second TV split, if I can find it, for Ylvi Kastner. It is 8:32. No, she has lost time. She is 40 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. But top 10 definitely is possible for Ylvi Kastner. And now we have the running cam on Inka Nurminen. She's not alone out there.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling being followed. Sort of, you know you must be doing well, but maybe does it just put you off your rhythm a little bit? You know, you want to run a little bit faster, look a little bit quicker for all the fans at home. So let's hope that this wonderful insight we get into orienteering doesn't cause her any problems. But now she looks like she's got control. Good turn out of that control. She's running in control.
Looks very good. And as you can see, a different road choice from Elena Gampeller. And back to Inka Nurminen from Finland, the last starter with number 85 in this sprint in Biel, the World University Orienteering Championships. And as I mentioned before, on Saturday, it will be a broadcast again from this World University Orienteering Championships, and it is the middle on Saturday in Courcelles. And in that competition, the men will be in focus. So we are now on the way to the second TV split. And Inka Nurminen, she will not beat Elena Gampeller. But how much is she behind? This is a very good race from Inka Nurminen. Definitely 5th position, 13 seconds behind, with a clear chance to beat Cécile Collandry.
Yeah, 3-second advantage there.
3 seconds, yeah, exactly.
Runs a good second section. Anything to play for.
Yeah, interesting with Elena Gampeller. And now here is Ylvi Kastner. And she's running a different route choice here.
Yeah, we think it's probably
completely
even,
different.
But a little bit longer, but you don't get that big down staircase. So
yep.
Potentially a little bit quicker, actually.
But we haven't seen this before. And now they have the staircase just up and not down. A little bit longer, as you said. Yes, indeed. And this is Ylvi Kastner on her way to the finish, but she has lost time here on the last loop. Also Ylvi Kastner. So it will not be top 10, as you can see, for Ylvi Kastner today in this sprint. So into the finish, Ylvi into 29th position, 1:29 behind the current leader and the winner, I would say, Elena Gampeller from Switzerland. And then we have to wait for Inka Nurminen, started 4 minutes behind Ylvi Kastner from Austria. And here, while we are waiting for Inka Nurminen, the current standings, Elena Gampeller in lead, 11:47, 22 seconds down to Cécile Collandry from France. And in a third position, Deborah Stadler and Catherine Müller, both from Switzerland, 29 seconds behind. And then France, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Spain, and France. And 3 Danish runners in a row there. Annika Simonsen, Ida Öbro, Agnes Kracht. And the best Czech runner today, Jana Peterova, in 15th position. And Rachel Brown, the best British today, in 17th, 1:11 behind for Rachel. So waiting soon now for Inka Nurminen to the finish. She has been out right now for very soon 11 minutes. 11:47, the time for Elena Gampeller. So now we are following Inka Nurminen and the last controls for Inka. And she will not beat Elena Gampeller, Switzerland, I don't think so. But Cécile Collandry, 22 seconds behind. 12:09 the time for Cécile Collandry.
This is going to be really close.
I think she has a chance for the podium, Ralph. Definitely.
Yeah.
Here's the third last control now for Inka Nurminen. Here down the stairs, Teresa Chekova from the Czech Republic is started 1 minute behind. And you can see the time is running out very soon against Elena Gampeller right there. And I think she will reach the podium. She will reach top 3. Will it be second or third position? That's the question. I think it will be a second position for Inka Nurminen, the last starter, 10th in the World Orienteering Championships. And in second place here in the World University Orienteering Championships for Inka Nurminen, 19 seconds behind Elena Gampeller. And Cécile Collandry into third position. That means Catherine Müller and Deborah Stadler just outside top 3 with a time of 12:16. Maja Bovir in 6th, Alva Sonesson 7th, Emma Arneson Norway 8th, Elisa Mattila Finland 9th, and Anna Isabel Toledo Navarro in 10th position from Spain. That was a good race from Inka Nurminen, Ralph.
Yeah, she's run very well and she looks happy, so that's what you want to see. Brilliant, very good.
And if we take a look at the results from the World Orienteering Championships in Biel in Denmark and the individual sprint, Elena Gampeller was in 8th position, Inka Norman in 10th. They were the 2 best in that competition, in this competition today. So it's no surprise we had them in the top.
Yeah, no surprise at all. The only thing that we think we were expecting to see was some Swedish names a bit higher up. Yes, Arneson's there in 7th, but there are 3 other very good Swedish runners who we thought would be challenging that top 6.
So here we have the official results from this World University Orienteering Championships with Elena Gampeller, the gold medalist, Inka Norman and silver, and Cecilia Anderson in bronze medal position. So any other things, Ralph, from this race in Biel today?
I think it's always interesting to see sort of how many mistakes are made. I'm sort of thinking, I take it from an athlete's point of view, what can I learn from watching these other people orienteer, and how can I try and be better? So plenty of things to digest, and the teams go back and work out what they did well today. There's a sprint relay, of course, coming up. What lessons can they learn today that they can take forward to that, and what confidence can they take from the race and through into the rest of the week? So, very exciting.
And you were spot on also before the race, Ralph, when you said that this last short loop can be very decisive, and it was, definitely.
Yeah, I think you tend to always see the changes happen in the race in the last part, and especially when it's a little bit technical as well, that accentuates the differences between the runners. So, it was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, definitely, and I hope you enjoy it also, all the viewers out there. And this was the first broadcast from World University Orienteering Championships 2022 in Switzerland. On Saturday, it will be a broadcast again from the middle distance in Corcelles, and the competitions continue tomorrow with the long distance in Gondisville. So, everybody, thank you for watching, and Per Forsberg and Ralph Street say thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I think it's fair to say that we have the winners clear here in this race, and the winner, the world champion, world university champion from Sweden.
Oh, okay, good. Good. It doesn't matter for me.
We said goodbye, Raphael. But it's okay, I think.
FISU World University Championships in Orienteering 2022 timelines med partner coach och unterstützt. Wir bedanken uns ganz herzlich bei unserem Presenting Partner der Credit Suisse, unserem Partner der Pharma Group, der Mobiliar, Versicherung, Vorsorge, Kiba, Baustoffe, Bauleistungen in der ganzen Schweiz, Formula, Swiss Luxury Watches sowie Items und Getränke, Sponsoren. Fokus Quarter, das Speise Vitaminwasser und unseren Sicherheitspartner, der Securitas IoT-Scheißsicherung. Wir haben uns